Hello, dear students. Today, I, the facilitator of the Millennium School, is going to discuss with you all the topic economic decision making and budgeting. Before starting this topic, we are going to refresh our minds. So, you have to help me in this. For this activity, you all have to stand on your positions. Keep your arms straight on sides as it is shown in the picture. Now you have to rotate your shoulders 5 times clockwise and 5 times anti-clockwise. As we are going to start today's chapter, but before starting this chapter, let us do one activity. So you all have to rush to your mother and bring one currency note and one coin. You can get this money from your grandparents, from your father, or even if you are having piggy bank, you can get it from there also. Very good. How interesting it seems when our hands are full with money. Now you are having one currency note also and one coin also. And usually when we are having money in our hands, what we will think? Yes, we will think how to spend this money. What I am going to do with this money. But be careful, before doing anything with this money, you have to take permission from your elders. So now you are having one currency note and one coin. Keep it aside. So let us think one thing. When we buy an ice cream from a vendor, because nowadays summer season is going on and all of our favorite dish is ice cream. So when we buy an ice cream from a vendor or from a ice cream parlor, what do we give him in exchange of the ice cream? What we will do? Yes, he will give us ice cream in lieu of money. We have to give them money so that we can buy that ice cream which is so yummy and delicious. So economic activity, economic word is actually related with money only. So here the topic economic activity means any activity that involves money. Any activity that is related with money is called economic activity. We can also say that the activity of making something, the activity of purchasing something, or selling goods or services. If we are selling goods to someone, or if we are selling our services, like I'm a teacher, teaching is my service and I am selling my services to others, that is also an economic activity, means the activities in which we'll get money. So when we will sell something, we will get money for that. So that is also economic activity. When we are going to mall, to any shop, we are going to buy the things. So that is also economic activity. Like we used to do online shopping nowadays on Flipkart also, on Amazon also. What we used to get? We used to get the parcels at our doorsteps only, because we are paying for that. So they are distributing goods, they are distributing our parcels to us. That is also an economic activity, because they are doing all this just because of money. Maybe your father or mother are also working in offices. If they used to go to office, they are working for money in the offices to earn their wages. We'll get a salary, monthly salary for that. So means we are giving our services. Sometimes like tailors or chefs in restaurants, they used to make food for us, and when we will get that food, we will give them money also. So these all are economic activities only, means the activities which are related with money. I just want to give you few more examples related to economic activities. Like nowadays also, we used to go to grocery store to get the grocery items of our daily needs for full month. So what we'll do, we'll make a list of grocery items and we will go to the owner or to the grocery store. When we used to go to the grocery store, we'll get our things and we will pay them. We'll pay them online with the help of ATM, or we will give them money also. So that is also what we are doing. We are doing one economic activity only. If you are going to any salon to get a beautiful haircut, they are giving you the services. It means we have to pay them for their services. To make us beautiful, we have to pay them money. If our mother is having a birthday, your mother is having a birthday, you have to present them a beautiful cake with a bouquet of flowers. So you will go to florist to get the flowers. So you will give money there also. Means all the activities which are related with money, those are known as economic activities. So let us think about one thing. Suppose your mother gives you limited amount of money. You are having money, but it is in a limited amount. And you want to buy a storybook and also a box of chocolate. You are having two choices. Either you can buy a storybook or you can buy a chocolate box. What will you decide to buy? I think all of you will think about chocolate box only. But before taking the decision, think it twice. You are having limited amount of money. You want to buy a storybook. You want to buy a chocolate box, but you can buy only one. So now it is your decision. What will you decide to buy? And if you are choosing that item, why will you choose it? Think about it. Keep this answer with you. Before the end of the session, we will discuss it once again. Like here in the previous problem, you took a decision on what to buy and what not to buy. As the decision you took deals with money, it becomes an economic decision. Means the process where we decide what to buy with money we have is called economic decision making. All the decisions related with money which we are going to make, those are known as economic decisions. To take an economic decision, usually we are having main 5 steps. You have to follow those 5 steps before taking any decision. So first of all is problem. What are your needs? What do you need? For example, nowadays as online teaching and online classes are going on, I need a mobile phone. I am having limited amount of money, means I am having suppose 15,000 rupees only. So what is my need nowadays? My need is a mobile phone. So that is a problem. Your need is your problem. Second one is alternatives. Alternatives means you are having 15,000. So the choice is given to you to fulfill your needs. You will search in market, you will search online all the mobile phones which are coming up to 15,000, and you will check their features also. Alternatives, you will go for Samsung also, you will go for Lenovo also, Vivo also, MI also. You will see all the choices which will undercome the cost of rupees 15,000. So that is an alternative. Okay. First one is problem, what you need. Second one is alternative, means the choices given to you to fulfill your needs. Like suppose right now I am having 5 choices. So next step will come, third step is criteria. Means if I am choosing Samsung from rest of the 4 mobiles, why should I buy that particular thing out of the choices? If I am having 5 choices, if I am having 5 mobiles in front of me, means why I will choose that particular one? What criteria I will follow? I will see the space, which mobile is having good RAM, which mobile is having good space, which is having high quality of camera. Okay, so I'll go through that criteria, means why I'll choose that particular thing. That is the criteria. And next, fourth one, we are having evaluation. After making a criteria, we will evaluate alternate choices, means we will compare the choices with each other. We'll compare the feature of one thing with another thing carefully before taking the decision, so that our decision will not be wrong. And at the end, we are having decision, means why we finalized the object to buy and how much we are going to buy. So these 5 steps you have to take care while taking any decision related to money, which is known as economic decision. Now we know about the 5 important steps that should be followed in economic decision making. Let us go back to the decision we made on buying either the storybook or the chocolate box. Maybe you know the answer right now also. So now review your decision, keeping in mind these 5 steps, and see if it was a correct decision or not. So you have to evaluate yourselves. You have to do self-evaluation of yourself related to that question. Whether you are going to buy a storybook or you are going to buy a box of chocolate, but think about these 5 steps also. Now, let us recall the chapter once again, topics once again, things to remember. So first of all, we are having economic activity, means activity which is related with money. That is known as economic activity. Economic decision making, when we use to make a decision related to money which we have, is known as economic decision making. To make a decision related to money, we are having 5 main steps. So number 1 is problem. What is our need? Number 2 is alternative. We have to see rest of the alternatives also. Third one is criteria, why we are choosing that particular thing. Fourth one is evaluation. We have to compare the features of the object which we have chosen with the rest of the things or rest of the objects. And fifth, at the end, decision, which thing we are going to buy from rest of the choices and why. So today I am going to give you a very simple IP. You have to do this on your notebooks. You can write on your notebooks also. Today I am going to give you one situation. Suppose you have to buy a new wristwatch. You have rupees 5,000 only. You have to buy a new wristwatch. You have rupees 5,000 only. Make a decision using these 5 steps. Which wristwatch you are going to buy? You have to follow all the 5 steps. You have to see the problem. You have to see the alternatives also. You have to see the criteria, evaluation, and at the end you have to take a decision. Write also all the 5 steps in your notebook while making the above decision. So in next session, we will discuss your decision also, and whether your economic decision making is correct or not. So before taking the decision, you have to take care of all the 5 steps of decision making. Thank you. See you in next class.